Gentlemen, this is the breaking news today. Is Claris African channel monetized or not? Because yesterday I got notifications from people asking me to delve into the issue, but it was late according to as per that time, because the street also was very full with the same videos. So dropping it at that time won't be of helpful, because people share and we share subscribers. So the same content being shared with numerous number of people, sometimes it loses value. Now it is calm because I can decide to come out and let you know what is happening. And why is the confusion of the Team Chaos? Nobody has got the legit answers. Why is the silence? They don't want to come out, because most of the time we've been telling them the legit things, the true things they don't understand. And why now they're still attacking the team truth, as we've always been speaking the truth? It's like they think we are against Claris channel being monetized. No. We want for Claris well. We want Claris channel to be monetized. The only thing we are questioning the process and the motive of how they handle the channel. You cannot use somebody's identity to open somebody's channel. That one was a grievous mistake. It risks a channel not being monetized, but luckily it could be monetized if they prove so. We are just pointing it down that it's a very bad thing and worst thing to do. And we pointed, perhaps those are the things that is making YouTube take for a long time for that channel to be monetized. Eventually, I believe it will be monetized. But the main reasons why it's taking long, now we are entering the 5th week. Channel has not been monetized. There is a problem of identification theft, fraud. I'd shared with you how YouTube normally treats that. But the question is the channel monetized or not? We are also going to look at the painful breakup between Gake and Rubi African. That such kind of a breakup should not happen at this wee hour, because it might lead somebody to a police case. And Gake must be very careful going forward. Guys, before we dive deep, these are the things that we are going to look at the progression stages of this video. But if you're coming across this channel for the very first time, kindly click on the notification bell so that any moment I upload a video, YouTube channel notify instantly. To my lost subscriber, may God bless you abundantly. So let's dive instant away after the break.
And that's a fact. He suck and he reacts. Not a negative fellow who punches below, but a positive chap who balances his show. When there's confusion on top the mountains, he weighs decisions, dissects for simple brains. Whistleblowers who wish to bring trouble, who plan to make. Zack exposes nothing to lose, nothing to gain. Zack Senior, he analyzes and breaks it down. Zack Senior, he's an objective man. Zack Senior, a reactor, very positive. Defender of truth, he's quite protective. Zack Senior, he analyzes and breaks it down. Zack Senior, he's an objective man. Zack Senior, a reactor, very positive. Defender of truth, he's quite protective.
Good morning and welcome back to our YouTube chit chat. My name is Zack and this is my YouTube channel, so let's dive instant away lest you forget. Guys, there is a painful breakup that had happened between Gake and Rubi African. Rubi African is the sister to Chef Matiko, or the cousin to Chef Matiko, something like that. These people were in a relationship and they had a couple channel. Then all of a sudden things flop. Gake disappeared from this YouTube street for quite a long time. People used to ask, where is Gake? Then it seems Gake was going through depression, something that Gake came and even addressed. The question is, what has been happening between these two people? Before we dive deep into the main video that really requiring us, we are being told that the breakup was long overdue and they broke up. But it seems Gake is still stalking the same lady. The style of breakup itself was vile. The style of breaking up itself was so demeaning and inhumane, something that we don't encourage it at all. And this alone risks Gake being taken to police station. A hot slapped being served to Rubi African, courtesy of Gake. And that is Gake really engaging Rubi African in a hot argument plus hot slaps. That one is so vile, a cake, very old, that we don't encourage. The things that, these young men and women, you must be told the truth. The things that once they leave, they've forgone and they've gone completely. You cannot bring them back. Once the relation itself have existed your door or your window, make it and come to peace with it that it has gone. No need of stalking, no need of fighting back physically. Even emotional damage and abuse itself is no longer encouraged. So that kind of physical violence meted on Rubi itself, it's something that is unwarranted for. And Gake, as a man, I'm telling you, there are two things that can destroy a man in the name of a love. Number one. Number two, passionate crimes. What you're doing is what you call the passionate crimes. And you are loving somebody blindly to the moment when somebody exits. You want to control this person's life, what he says, who she works with, in the form that you are now committing an assault. Stop it. Stop it. If you're not guided, you risk going to jail completely. I know of very men who have been destroyed by the relationship itself. That's why me as Zach Senior, when it comes to the issue of relationship, sometimes I don't beg too much in the name of love. Sometimes when I sense danger, I walk away with unnoticed and without announcing it. Then the best thing is you find your own peace. Then you come into terms with it. Then you ask yourself, what is the importance of having that relationship in your life than having your own pieces, your own peace? That's how you do postmortem, and you debrief it with yourself. You call yourself in the meeting, pick the pieces where it's from. Then go and be a man. Being a man simply means forget, improve yourself, get an activity that really pleases your heart, do it, rather than involving yourself into physical assault to a woman or to a lady. That act itself is criminal. The best that you can do, you can be sorry or look for Rubi African, ask for forgiveness. Because if this issue is taken to the police station with all this kind of evidence, like I'm telling you, your goose are cooked. I've been pro-men, but the problem is sometimes men always. Sometimes you might be pushed on the wall, but that does not necessarily mean you fight back physically. The best thing you can do, walk away. I know in some culture, it might be so demeaning that a woman dresses you that way. Then as a man, you're not supposed to come down, or as a man, you're not supposed to ask forgiveness from a woman. That is hogwash. In my community, a woman can do all sorts of things. The best thing you get out. The best thing and how we deal with them is sometimes we even install a secret CCTV camera in the room that will be recording events, such that if somebody gets out lying, therefore, you unleash with the authority to check what had transpired. That's how in my side, in the channel O, my tribe side, we went and defeated the women hands down because they don't know what to think in the next move. But zero violence. Wanaume unapiga two ways, in kiakili and through magic stick. That's how you beat a woman. Serving her the magic stick and do what? And being smart. Do not confront them. Don't seek validation. I must condemn this act to be most of the backward and the archaic and primitive act that I've ever seen from Gake. So bad. Apologies needed. That will be the best thing to save yourself. Gake said something that they had separated with African Rubi. But the question is, why are you beating African Rubi? Why are you still stalking African Rubi?
Officially announcing this, that I and African Rubi, we are no longer together, because, guys, you know, since last year, I've been having a lot of stress. I've been having a lot of depression. Even sometimes when
confessing that they are no longer together with African Rubi for almost a year. And Gake is lamenting of depression. Gake is lamenting of stress. And that is what really made Gake to leave even the YouTube street. And Gake is telling some other things, that the reasons why he also left is now Rubi Africans is the main reason that made her, that his channel to drag. I want to tell Gake one thing. It does not matter what you go through. Because what you go through, you only deal with it yourself or with your close associate. Tell to them. Seek guidance and counseling rather than committing a crime. Having a stress, going through something is not a direct ticket. It's not a warranty to go and commit a crime. The law itself will deal with you. No, this is the problem that some young men have back home. That they consider that one to be disciplining women or disciplining a lady. It's not. That one shows you and exposes how weak you are emotionally. The test of maturity itself, it's when you're weak and what you do at the moment when you're emotionally weak. The outburst therein, the action therein, it's what will determine whether you are so mature or you are wicked and evil. Such kind of an act is so evilish. And we do not advocate for it. You might be going through hell. The best thing you can do, you can walk out. Get somebody closer to you. Speak to them the issue that is happening with you. The problem is, like, if you don't want to speak it out with somebody who is so close to you, then a toxic accumulation of the stress and all the verbiages that you keep in will explode. Hence, you commit crimes and the physical crimes in the name of serving hot slap to Rubi. Such kind of abuse is never needed. It's something that ought never have happened, and is exposing you. Just stop it. Just stop it. As a brother, I need just to let you know politely, it is not worth it. It reaches a point where sometimes relationship, even marriage itself, is not worth it. You walk out for your own peace. Walk out for your own life. If you and Rubi, depending on who walked away, have your peace. Deal with it. Agree. Acknowledge. Then you work on yourself. Rather than working so hard looking for a relationship, then emotionally you're weak. You want to be able to even contain the relationship for a period of 3 months. So such men like you who act that way cannot keep marriages, cannot keep relationship because you are emotionally weak. Because we know our women, sometimes they might be petty, but that one does not. It's in their DNA how they were created to be petty. How they were created to disturb left and right. But that one does not mean that in the end we have to physically accost them. By doing that, you are opening channels whereby you could be prosecuted, and that alone will expose you big time. Guys, on the other hand, the question that I asked you, is Claris and James' channel monetized, or is it just a dramatic chaos? Another question, why are the Team Chaos, as their name, emitting chaos, but with a lot of confusion? It's really unearth how these people are unprofessional. There is no an expert in anything that they're saying. Perhaps let's watch this video.
We have a good news, and keep watching the channel because you know, it's unbelievable. So first of all, for me, I appreciate the haters, and yes, because I don't want anybody to love me.
Well, I'll play that video. That is where the breaking news came from. You can look at the thumbnail, monetized. Look at the title, breaking news, African village, Claris African Life, fully monetized. And also, what Masubo is telling us, that he appreciates the haters, that he doesn't want to be loved. He doesn't want even people to love Claris, because the negative, whom he described as a positive, as a HIV positive, you see how backward that one could be. You see how backward the status that we know when it comes to the issue of confidentiality, when it comes to the issue of non-discrimination. They're evoking it. They don't know. YouTube doesn't want that. If it's reported, it will, that video itself will be flagged. Where is the channel that is monetized? Is Claris monetized? The information came from Masubo one. It also came 3 or 4 days ago. Came from Coco Mama. And JT Podcast also said that it was monetized. They even celebrated. The question is, why is the confusion? Why is always the lie? Why must they always lie? What is the agenda? Are you not sure of what you did? Or now you are coming into terms? You don't know what might happen because of what you did. We've made you aware of the fraud, identity theft that you people did. Now you're still figuring out that if you see ads running, then you think it's monetized. The question is Claris African channel monetized or not? Even JT Podcast, as we speak, refrained of talking to that issue. It's only Masubo who came out. Because of the truth we told them. Check at this screenshot there. That's JT Podcast. And JT Podcast was asked and even went and pinned a comment. About monetization, let's wait for an official announcement from Claris African Life channel. Let's wait for the... Now, it's tired of it. He said a lot of lies until we caught them. Now, he doesn't want to speak to it again. Well, initially, he was the mouthpiece. He was announcing everything. He was the spokesperson. Now, he cannot talk about it because they're not sure. They're not sure. Let Let's solve this puzzle once and for all. Claris channel is not monetized yet. That is the very painful story and a bad story. And that one does not mean that we don't want Claris channel to be monetized. We really want Claris channel to be monetized. But the problem, it's taking too long. The problem, what is the motive of these people always coming in this YouTube street to lie? Are they aware of the wrongs, of the things that they did to that channel? That's why it's taking too long. That's why people are questioning them. By the way, I'll be very much happy when the Claris channel is monetized. What we are questioning here is their motive of lying. How unscrupulous process they did in doing that channel to be monetized, which in the later end, the channel must be monetized. It might take long the way it's going, or after being monetized, the channel might be flagged after 6 months from monetization because of identity fraud and theft. Why dip Claris and James into that kind of a messy situation, a messy process? That's what we are questioning. Somebody was saying, we've seen ads. Ad is running. That's an indication that is monetized. A simple question is, can an ad run through a channel that is not monetized? The short answer is yes. That can happen now. The main reasons why you are seeing ads on a channel with no $ or not monetized. By the way, a channel that is not monetized, how can you know that a channel is not monetized yet is running ads? A channel that's not monetized will not have a $. What do I mean? For example, I want to show you my channel here. My channel is fully monetized. Zach Senior is fully monetized. I want to tell you what you must always be checking off. This is my channel, Zach Senior. Are you seeing that? Then what you do, click at the message place. When you click at the message place, you scroll down. When you're scrolling down up to the message place, there's this $. You see this $? The $sign must be there. And if you click, you see, simply means my channel is monetized and can receive super chats. So people can send me super salap and all the thing. When you go to Claris channel, this feature is not there. That's an indication that the channel is not monetized. Don't you understand? For example, let's go to Claris African channel, African Life. And I want you to pay attention. This is Claris African channel. Do you see the name? Claris African channel. Let's go to the messages. Those are the messages. Now, let's scroll down up to the end. Let's just scroll until the message end. Now, do you see any $? No $. Do you see any $? No $sign at the end of the message. Nothing at all. You can do it at your own pace. Take it up. That one does not mean that the channel is monetized. YouTube can run ads into your channel that is not monetized, because YouTube also is a platform that runs advertisement and is making money. They can use your video because you are using their platform, though you are not monetized. Monetization needs a requirement, but they can use your video and place ads on it so that they can generate income for themselves because you are into their platform. That's a fact. This will change. Since November 2020, YouTube runs ads on all videos, even if the creator is not in the YouTube partnership program. Key points to note. No $sign is equal not monetized for the creator. The green $sign only shows up for channels in YouTube partner program. Simply means if you're monetized, it shows up. And if you're not monetized, the $signs won't be there. You'll be getting $0 or dime. Number two, YouTube keeps 100% of the ads revenue. When your channel isn't monetized, YouTube runs ad to cover their cost and they keep all the money. The creator gets nothing. In the case of Claris, they will run ads. But monetization not yet. Claris will get nothing because there's no $sign. Claris is not yet monetized. Claris is not yet accepted through the YouTube partner program. Number three, this one is automatic. You don't have to apply or turn anything if your channel is public. YouTube can place ads on it anytime, whether monetized or not monetized, YouTube will run. So for people who are saying, oh, there's ad, you cannot. The channel is not monetized. When does the $sign appear? The $sign appears when you are accepted into YouTube partner program. 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hour, or 10 million short views. You manually turn up the ads. And how can you manually turn up the ads? You can manually turn up the ads when you have already accepted and you've found an email that you are accepted and you now can generate revenue and earn through YouTube partnership program. Then you will see $sign, it will appear. But for the Claris sake, it's not there. Simply means Claris channel is not monetized. Can you stop ads if you're not monetized? No. As of a creator who have not been qualified to join YouTube partnership program, you cannot stop ads. You cannot. So if your YouTube channel has got a $sign view, which is appearing to green, therefore you are fully monetized. Now, this is the puzzle that we must solve. It's a puzzle that you must be told. It's a puzzle that's already solved forthwith. Claris is not monetized. And the reasons why Claris has taken long that not monetized is the reasons, the process the Team Chaos took Claris through. Verifying an account, a Google process, with somebody's ID, not Claris ID. Something that I call as identity theft, identity fraud. It might take long, it might take forever. Eventually, the channel might be monetized. But after monetization, they will keep on checking. Then after 6 months in monetization, it will be demonetized again. The YouTube or the Google will require them for face matching biometrics. That is the problem that will happen. But in the meantime, we are just praying for Claris. Let's think stands positive that the channel will be monetized. It will be fine because for them, they will get an opportunity of earning themselves money so that they can progress their life. As of the moment, I request them to stay out of this drama because it's not worth it. The drama is doing mess into them. The drama really adds value to the Team Chaos, minting money on behalf of them. And I'm not seeing any moment soon that these people will get back to Vipingo, because this time if they get back to Vipingo, they will be butchered. They will be disciplined. Because it's a messy thing that they did. Therefore, get it from me. The channel is not monetized. Guys, let me know what you think about the comment section. Until next time, this is your boy Senior Zach.